Do you have friends who watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Will they not shut the fuck up about it? Are you not into anime? Well, this is the perfect video for you. This video is going to be breaking down each part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, giving you about as much information as somebody who watched the show.
Let us begin.
Here's George. This is his son John. George's wife fucking dies and George gets saved by this dude Dario Brando. Skip a few years, John is big and strong and George adopts Dio Brando from Dario. I'm sure this will turn out great and won't haunt their bloodline for generations. Dio and John fight, Dio turns into a vampire and leaves. John meets Speedwagon and Willie,
hey baby,
who teach him Hammond the power of sun breathing. Thank God vampires are weak to the sun. Speedwagon can make his abs really hot and Willie punches frogs. Dio ends Willie. I'm sure this won't continue for the rest of his bloodline. And John kills Dio. Fuck Dio. All my homies hate Dio, says Jonathan probably. Oh, but Dio cut off his own head while falling off a cliff and saved his life. But now Dio is mad and wants John's body. John marries this bitch, goes on a boat. Dio is on the boat. You can picture the rest. John dies on a burning boat holding Brio's head. The bitch and a random kid get off the boat and live. I'm sure Dio is actually dead and won't come back at all in any future part. Welcome to part 2, the only part that has to have a story. This is George. Fuck. No. Jonathan. Fuck. Here's Joe. He uses Hammond too, and he saves this kid who stole his wallet by shooting a Coke bottle. Pretty cool, huh? Joe kills this weird vampire dude using a fucking gun. Joe reveals his greatest strategy in this fight. Some other shit happens. John, fuck, Joe, goes to Mexico to see this weird dude who's stuck in a column. Turns out the column fucker is pretty strong and almost kills Joe, but Joe is surrounded by strong luck. A Nazi kills himself with a grenade and Joe moves on. Now in Italy somehow, there are more column fellows and a random dude named Caesar who just so happens to be related to that dude Willie. This dude Wilmai wakes up the band AC/DC in cars. These Aztec strippers put poison things on Joe's neck which will kill him if he doesn't fight. After training, Caesar fucking dies just like his idiot grandfather because his stupid bubbles can't save him. Caesar! And Joe kills Wilmai in AC/DC. Did I mention this bitch Lisa who's secretly Joe's mom and also his teacher and Joe creeps on her anyways? Joe launches that fucker cars into space where he turns into a rock and stops thinking, then he crashes his own funeral. Year days, this is Jotaro Kujo. This hulking 6'16" teenager is stuck in prison. Oh, but what's this? That's right, there's stands now, straight from Dio. That's right, baby, Dio's back and better than ever. Now with Jonathan's body, he's ready to fuck up the Joestars. But Dio has a special trick up his sleeve by enslaving like 1 million people and giving them all stands, including the Joestar bloodline. Look who's back. Oh, it's Joseph and his main boy Abdul, and there stands useless wine and hot chick. They get Jotaro out of prison, but Joseph's daughter is sick with the stand disease. She's too weak to have a stand, and she's going to die if they don't kill Dio. This is Kakooine. They meet this weird dude named Kakawiener and his stand Hierophant Green. He's a MILF-hunting, cherry-loving shooter of emeralds. And remember, no one can deflect 20-meter emerald splash. There's this weird guy named Polnarf who has ugly hair and a sword, and he also joins their gang. On their way to Dio's mansion in Egypt, the gang encounters a bunch of stand users, including Alisi and his Arabia Fast, and which stand the sun, young little Oingo, who made a new band, and his brother Oingo, Captain and Daniel J. Darwin, the gambling man with his Enya and her stand, Justice, Milena, Greyfly, and his Tower of Grey, Forever and his stand Strength, using partner Jay Guile, with his stand Kenny G and his stand Tenderman, Steely Dan, otherwise and his stand of Steel, Rubber Soul with his stand Yellow Temperance, Oingo and his stand Nina, good friends with Nukasaka, Midler and his stand High Priestess, and a boy and his stand 13.
oh my god.
Got it? Good. Along the way they get Fart Dog and his stand The Fool in their party. Now at Dio's mansion they get split up. Joseph, Jotaro, and the Wiener Boy go kick the shit out of some dude who likes puppets and video games by beating him with, oh, that's a baseball! But the other three aren't as lucky and they have to fight Kenny G, the guy who makes Dio's mansion look really big. Then there's this vampire named Vanilla Ice, and he's there too. He eats himself and chases the other three, killing Abdul, of course, and Iggy, who had the chance of being the only dog who didn't die in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now that's all done, it's time to fight Dio. Oops, there goes Kakooine. Turn right into a donut. There goes Joseph, but not before they reveal that Dio's stand has the ability to stop time. The world, says Dio, stop timingly. Jotaro kills himself by stopping his own heart and Dio wins, finally killing the Joestars. But the writer realized that that was the stupidest shit he ever wrote. Oh, so you're approaching me. I can't shit on you without getting closer. Jotaro does the biggest ass pull in all of JoJo and reveals that he too can stop time. He revives Joseph, but not Kakyoin for some reason, and Polnareff turns out to be just fine. Kakyoin is creeping on Jotaro's mom in heaven. Rest in peace. Welcome to Morio in part 4, the only part started over a sandwich. We specialize in David Bowie impersonators, serial killers with hand fetishes, and Italian chefs who make your teeth shoot out, but that's not important yet. Meet Josuke, the guy with the freshest hair and a busted stand and even buster your mom, says Okuyasu. He's delinquent with the stand that heals people, but he can't save his dying grandfather. Josuke then meets Jotaro. Josuke's grandpa is drinking brandy. Wait, that's not brandy, it's rain, and now he's dead. Meet Okuyasu. The idiot with a stand so powerful he never uses it to his full ability. This baseball-looking motherfucker has the ability to scrape away space.
Oi, Josuke! I accidentally erased Koichi from the video, Josuke! He's such a bad character with a lame arc who serves no value to the plot, Josuke! Do not repair this with your crazy diamond!
Anyways, we're then introduced to the best character in the entire series, Rohan, who licks spiders and cuts off his own finger to win a bet. He also happens to have the best stand behind time stop in Zahando! Look at his fit. Oh shit, he's hot. Now for the villain, whose stand is boy to man, he loves rock, paper, scissors. That's right, it's Janken Boy, Rohan's worst enemy. No, but everything else is boring up until the Mona Lisa loving David Bowie impersonator, also called Yoshikage Kira. He is 33 years old, not married. His house is in the northeast section of Moriocho, where all the villas are. Never mind that. He kills 2 girls and takes their hands as trophies. There's also this kid named Shigechi, who's in like 2 episodes and dies because Killer Queen has already touched the doorknob. 15 filler episodes later, Kira is thwarted by Meliodas and the Duane gang. He switches teams and moves to the Kawajiri household, where his 9-year-old son is super fucking weird and watches his parents have sex. One day, Hayato is following his dad home from work and watches him blow up 2 innocent people for sport. Later they take a shower together, and you're telling me this isn't the best villain in all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? And after getting a super sweet haircut, he takes on the full force of the Duane gang, but not after Rohan pulls a Joseph Joestar and comes back from the dead like 3 times. Kira dies after monologuing about his erection from the Mona Lisa. The real hero of part 4 is the ambulance who actually killed Kira. Part 4.5. Bonus round. Look at this stupid fucking preschooler and his stupid fucking preschooler haircut and his stupid dog Benedict. These stupid fuckers stand kill the hoe that can only be used to make things heavy. You know what else can make heavy, you stupid bitch? The plot is you drag it down by doing nothing the whole story and only walking your dog.
Fuck you!
Welcome to part 5, the only part with 15-year-old mafia bosses and Weeb's worst enemy. Localized stand names. This is Dio. Wait, no, this is Giorno. He is the Dream and also the stand Golden Wind. No Jotaro in this one because he's too busy neglecting his daughter. But he sends his best man, Koichi, and his stand Kill the Hoe, who leave when they find out Giorno is a good guy. Giorno gets licked by some weird dude named Bucciaretti and fights his stand Zipper Man until Bucciaretti lets him join the gang and become a gang star. The gang is made up of the stupid but best boy Narancia and his stand Lil Bomber, the Donut Abakio and his stand Moody Jazz, Scotland's flag and owner of 6 Bullets Mista, the guy with the stand so OP he got written out of the story, Fugo and Purple Smoke. They receive their escort mission, who is also the boss's daughter, and her name is Trish. They deliver Trish to the boss, but he tries to kill her and Bucciaretti with his stand Emperor Crimson. He kills Bucciaretti, but the fucker wills himself back to existence. Remind you of anyone? Remember that Bucciaretti is fucking dead for the whole rest of the show, by the way. The best character, Fugo, leaves the team, and Abakio gets killed by some teenager with pink hair. This teenage donut maker is the mafia boss and wielder of Emperor Crimson. He can change into the Chad Diavolo and also talk to him by calling him on a frog. His ability is to erase time, and this literally just works. They meet it with Polnareff, who tells him the secret identity of the boss, and Silver Chair gets a requiem by stabbing himself with an arrow, which Freaky Fridays everyone's soul. This is when the final fight happens. Narancia fucking dies by getting impaled by a spike. Bucciaretti finally succumbs to death after being dead for the past 5 days. Golden Wind finally gets a requiem by stabbing himself with an arrow, making the Chad Diavolo be consistently in the act of dying for the rest of eternity. Hey buddy, welcome to prison, the only place with living plankton and also Jotaro again. This is girl Jotaro. Her stand Stoner Freedom turns her into string. Looks like she's been taking some fashion advice from Dio. This is a weird bitch who doesn't do anything, and here's Plankton Ho. Here's Anasui, the only girl who became a guy and also Jolene's boyfriend. Here's Poochie. He's a gay black priest with a stand that shoots cum and takes discs out of people's brains. Using this, he steals Jotaro's stand and does absolutely nothing with it. He's a brother named Weather Report, and I just can't remember the name of his stand. Poochie eats a baby and now he's a god. This dude finds a way to accelerate time and fucking reset the universe, but he dies to a 5-year-old with a revolver. Rip Jotaro and Girl and basically everyone else in the main cast. Don't know why no other blonde Jojos didn't help Giorno, but that's besides the point. Yeehaw, motherfuckers, I'm John Joestar. No, not the other John, that's a different guy because I'm in the new universe. Here's Johnny, your favorite crippled cowboy, and his Italian friend, Gyro Zeppeli, with an affection for the golden rectangle and spinning balls. Sound familiar? Fuck the ripple, my homies only use the golden spin. Meet Sandman, he is sand and has a sister from Indian Town. This is Dio. Not that Dio, this one has dinosaur AIDS. This Dio was recruited by Donald Trump to find scattered body parts of Jesus Christ so he could beat up Johnny Cujo. Meet Lukewarm Pants. She's a flesh spray. Please don't ask. These fine individuals are competing in a horse race known as the Daytona 500. Wait, fuck, the Steel Ball Run, or as we know it in the West, the Beaver Ball Bink. Johnny wants his stupid legs to work and makes Gyro use the golden ratio on him. He merges with Jesus Christ and gets a stand that lets him shoot his nails. They do some weird shit like buying a building. Lucy Steele has sex with the first lady, but you know what, that's alright.
Dirty deeds done dead to cheap.
He's filthy acts done at a reasonable price, and it can go through other dimensions and take stuff out. And you thought Emperor Crimson was confusing. He kills Dio, Lukewarm Pantaloons, and Gyro. Rip Gyro and no one else. John and the whole Italian city of Tuscany, but in the 4th act, master the infinite rotation and kill filthy acts done at a reasonable price and the funny guy. But funny guy pulled one last trick before he died. As John and Lucy finish the race, Dio is back. This motherfucker screams, "Zawaldo!" and stops time. What the fuck? John almost dies because Tuscany sucks and Lucy Steele gets the final blow. Now John can walk and also part 7 is over. Part 8. Here's Gappy. He's got 4 balls. Johnny dies. Bye-bye. From the depths of silence, waking the pillars beyond a time. Bring together